Hello people, welcome to Assisting All. So the much awaited video, the Wipro Analytics coding questions of today's slot. I'll be discussing most of the coding questions of today's slot. So let us quickly see the questions, what all questions had come today and see the solution of those questions. Let us quickly read out the first question. To create a profile on social media bank account, the passbook, the user needs to enter a string value in the form of username. The username should consist only characters tagged A to Z. So the username should only consist of characters. If user enters an incorrect string containing digits, the system automatically identifies the number of digits in the string and removes them. Write an algo to help the system identify the count of digits present in username. So the input would be a string, that would be the username, and the output would be number of digits in the username. Sample output as it is given RAH23BJ. So in this, two digits are there, 2 and 3. So the output would be 2. Now let us quickly see the code of this question. Okay, so I have already written the code in Python. First, we are taking the string input. I have taken a list and then I am converting that string input into a list of characters. I have taken a variable count. We are traversing through the list, and if the list character is digit, then the count value would be incremented, and then at last we are printing the count value. Let us check if it is working or not. So let us give an input RAH. It should be small letters RAH456 G56. So there are 1 2 3 4 5 digits, so output should be 5. Output is 5, so our code is correct. Now let's quickly see the next question. So the next question is, the apparel company has a list of sales rates of an n items from its website. Each item is labeled with unique ID 0 to n minus 1. The company has a target sales rate, say K. The company wishes to know the two items whose total sales rate is equal to the target sales rate. The list of sales is prepared in such a way that no more than two items and the total sale rate will be equal to target rate. We have to write an algorithm to find the ID of the item whose total sales is equal to the given target value. So input would be two integers, num items and target value. Output would be two space separated integers. So in this question, what we have to do is we have to find the position of the two integers, and the numbers at that position should add up to this target value. So here the target value is 14. Here we can see 3 plus 11 turns up to be 14. So the position of 3 is 2 and 11 it is 3. So 2 and 3 is the output. We have to print the position of those numbers which add up to the target value. So let's quickly see the code of this question. So I have done the code in Python. The first line is to input two integers. Then the next line is to input the list of integers. Then we are performing the operation that we have to do. I've written the whole thing. Now let us check if it is working or not. So first line was 5, 14. Then 6, 2, 3, 11, 10. So output should come. Here it is coming 3 and 4 because the index value is 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. It should come, we can just append, if we do this, then the index count would be from 0. Okay, now let's check if it is working or not. 4, 15, 2 and 3. The code is working properly. Now let's move on to the next question. There is a media company, Global Ad. It has received a batch of advertisement from different product brands. The batch of advertisement is a numeric value where each digit represents the number of ads the media company has received from different product brands. Since the company banner permit only even number of advertisements to be displayed, the media company needs to know the total number of ads it will be able to display from the given batch. Write an algorithm to calculate the total number of ads that will be displayed from the batch. Input would be integer and output would be integer. that will be total number of ads will be displayed. This is a very easy question. In this question, there is a number that would be input, that will give as input. The user will input this number, and from this number we have to find out digits which are even, and then we have to find the sum of those even digits. So basically this question is finding sum of even digits from the number. Let's check out the code of this question. Okay, so I've written the code in Python. N is equal to n int input. I've taken the input, then converting that input into a list of integers. So this line, what it would do is, if n is 1 2 3 4, then L will have 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. This is converting the number into a list of integers. Okay, I've taken a variable result. Then we are traversing the loop, this loop li, this is li, and then checking if the integer, if the number digit is divisible by 2, then we are adding it to the result value, and finally printing the result. Let's check if it is working or not. 25843, it comes out to be 14. Here the even digits are 2 8 and 4. 2 plus 8 is 10, 10 plus 4 is 14. So 14 is correct, so our output is correct. Now let's move on to the next question. Okay, so in this question, Climate Today is a media company that provides commercial weather forecasting services. They have a list of temp for a particular location for n days and have already prepared the forecast report within the range L to R, where L is the minimum and R is the maximum temperature from the given list. Now, Climate Today needs to know the temperature for the days that are not included within the range. Write an algorithm to help the company prepare the list of temperature that are not included in the range L to R. So basically in this question, what we have to do, from a particular range of integers, we have to find the list of integers that are not in that range. The range limit will be given. So first input line would be day, number of days, number of inputs, that is. Then the next line would be the minimum range and then the maximum range. This is also the input. So second line would be the temperature inputs, and output would be 2 1 8 and 9. 2 1 8 9, because the range is 3 to 6, so anything less than 3 or greater than 6 would not be included, uh, rest all would be included. So 2 1 8 9 is not in the range, so that would be the output. Now let's check the code of this question. So I've written the code in Python. First line input is number of days, minimum range and maximum range. Then the next line is the list of temperatures. We are traversing through the list of temperatures and checking if it is not in the range, then we are appending that val temperature to the result list, and then finally printing the result list. Let's check if it is working or not. So the our range is 3 and 6, 3 to 6. So 2871 is not in the range, so they are displayed. Our code is correct. It is running perfectly well. Now let's move on to the next question. So in this question, it is said that an architect is in charge of designing the layout of a commercial building. Triangular trusses will support the rooftop of the building. For better support of the rooftop, the architect must choose trusses with the largest area from the available stock. The trusses are triangular frameworks whose area is given by the formula base into height by 2. We have to help the architect find the area of largest trusses. So input line, first line is two space separated positive integers. So that is the base and height of first truss. Then the second line is B2H2, base and height of the second truss. Output would be a real number representing the area of largest trusses rounded up to 6 decimal. Read the question properly, it is given that you have to output the rounded up to 6 decimal. So the input, it is given 4 5, output is in 4 5 is the B1 H1, 610 is B2 H2, output is 30.6 zeros. Okay, so for we have to find the area of both the triangles and then print the maximum of both the triangles, maximum of the area of both the triangles. Let's see the code of this question. The code of this question is very simple. First, we are taking inputs B1 H1, B2 H2, calculating the both the areas B1 into H1 by 2, B2 into H2 by 2, then finding the max value from both the A1 and A2. In Python, there is inbuilt function max, which we can use to find the maximum of two numbers. Then we are printing the output rounded up to 6 decimals. So we are using 0.6f and we'll get the answer. Now let's check if it is working correctly or not. So first 5 and 6, next 4 and 5. So first area would be 30, second area would be 20. So output should be 20 point, sorry, b into h by 2 it is. So 5 into 6, 30 by 2, 15, and 20 by 2, 10. 15 is the correct answer, rounded up to 6 decimal it is coming. So our code is correct. Now let's move on to the next question and see. So in this question, it is said that the e-commerce company buy sell goods processes its customers' orders through order ID. The order ID is generated automatically by their system with the help of the customer ID. The order ID can be positive or a negative number. The negative order ID denotes the cancelled order by the customer. The company system takes the customer ID as the first term and the common ratio R. The order ID is the nth term in the geometric progression of the series. Write an algorithm to generate the customer's order ID. So this is basically GP. We have to apply the formula of nth term of in a GP series, which is a into r to the power n minus 1. So input would be, first line would be three integers, that is the customer ID, common ratio, and the nth term that we have to find, and the output would be the integer representing the order ID. So here it is 3 to 4, output is 24. It is basically the formula a into r to the power n minus 1. Now let's check the code for this question. Okay, so this is the code of the question. First line is, we are giving the three inputs, that is the a, r, and n, and then finding the result a into r to the power n minus 1, and then finally printing out the result. Let's check if it is working or not. We'll give the same inputs 3 to 4, output should be 24. Yes, it is coming 24, it is correct. Also there was a question to convert decimal number to binary number that had come in the question, in one of the questions of today's slot. So also do practice that. Most of the questions are repeating, so practice all the questions and comment down your doubts in the video. Hopefully part 2 of this video will be posted soon. uh, more questions of today's slot would be posted there. So till then, like, subscribe, and share my channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon, and please share this video with your friends.